So hello everyone. Let's continue our discussions on the objective questions, that is the chapter matrices and determinants. So the first question, today's first question is, if f of x is equal to determinant 1x x plus 1 twice x into x minus 1 x into x plus 1 3x into x minus 1 x into x minus 1 into x minus 2 x minus 1 x plus 1, then what is the value of f of 2021? ठीक है, यहाँ पे f of 2021 के जगह में f of 2020 भी दे सकता है, f of 1990 भी दे सकता है, कुछ भी दे सकता है. Okay, but the thing is that since the function is given in the form of a determinant, so try to expand, try to find the value of f of x. Here the function is given in the form of a determinant. So determinant is nothing but a number associated to a square matrix, right? लेकिन यहाँ पे तो नंबर नहीं मिलेगा because यहाँ पे अननोन वेरिएबल भी है, तो एक्सपांड करके देख सकते हैं हम लोग. बट बिफोर एक्सपांशन आई वांट टू टेल यू समथिंग दैट यहाँ पे अगर डायरेक्ट एक्सपांड करने जाएंगे तो बहुत बड़ा बड़ा टर्म मिल जाएगा, राइट? सो हियर वी कैन do one thing, we can apply some row or column operation to reduce the term. We can use the row and column operation to reduce the term. Generally row column operation इसीलिए यूज किया जाता है. अगर बड़ा बड़ा टर्म है तो एक डिटर्मिनेंट में, तो वो टर्म को रिड्यूस करने के लिए, छोटा करने के लिए ही वो रो और कॉलम ऑपरेशन यूज किया जाता है. ठीक है, सो हियर आल्सो आई एम गोइंग टू अप्लाई दैट रो और कॉलम ऑपरेशन. लेट्स सी व्हाट विल हैपन. Once again I am repeating, since the function is given in the form of a determinant, so try to find the value of f of x, but don't go for direct expansion because यहाँ पे direct expand करने जाएंगे तो बहुत बड़ा टर्म मिलेगा. So first of all try to apply some row or column operation to reduce the elements so that we can expand easily if it is necessary. Okay, so solution number 1. So here f of x is given, I am not writing the question again, so f of x is given this one only. So if I use this operation, say C3 implies C3 minus C2. If I use this operation, then see what will happen. C3 implies C3 minus C2. C3 implies means only the third column will change. सिर्फ थर्ड कॉलम चेंज होगा, whereas the first two columns remains unchanged. So better you write the first two columns. पहले फर्स्ट दो कॉलम लिख लेते हैं. 1 twice x 3x into x minus 1, whereas the second one is x into x minus 1 x into x minus 1 into x minus 2. Okay, now you have to think about the third column. जो ऑपरेशन में यूज किया उसी को ही मैं अप्लाई करूंगा थर्ड कॉलम में. थर्ड कॉलम इक्वल टू क्या लिखा गया है? थर्ड कॉलम इंप्लाइज थर्ड कॉलम माइनस सेकेंड कॉलम. Third column minus second column. So x plus 1 minus x. This is equal to x only? Yes. Sorry, this is equal to 1. Sorry, this is equal to 1 because x will be cancelled. X plus 1 minus x is equal to 1 only. Second element. X into x plus 1 minus x into x minus 1. Now see what will happen. X into x plus 1 minus x into x minus 1 करने से क्या रहेगा? So if I expand, it will be x square plus x minus x square minus minus plus x. So x square will be cancelled. X plus x is twice x. See, if I use this operation C3 minus C2, then the second element of column 3 is twice x. Yes, you can check this one. C3 minus C2. C3 का element यही तो है. X into x plus 1 is the element of the C3, whereas x into x minus 1 is the element of C2. So C3 minus C2, this is equal to, if I expand it, we'll get x plus x twice x. Okay. Now the third one. Third element of C3 is x minus 1 into x plus 1, which means it can be written as x into x square minus 1 minus C2. This one is C2. So C2 में क्या है? x into x माइनस 1 इंटू एक्स माइनस 2. सो पूरा एक्सपांड करना है अभी. एक्स स्क्वायर इंटू एक्स, एक्स क्यूब माइनस एक्स इंटू अभी एक्स माइनस 1 इंटू एक्स माइनस 2 करने से क्या होगा, एक्स स्क्वायर minus 2x minus x, that is minus 3x plus 2. Again if I expand it, this will be x cube minus x cube minus minus plus 3x square minus twice x. So minus x cube plus x cube will be cancelled. It will be then 3x square minus 3x. So from 3x square minus 3x, if I take 3x common, this will be x minus 1. Yes. So the third element after simplification, that means after applying this property, this operation, we are getting 3x whole into x minus 1. So right here 3x whole into x minus 1. मैं यहाँ पे explain करके दिखा दिया कि C3 minus C2 करने से क्या result मिलेगा. So the last element of column 3 is 3x into x minus 1. Okay, why I am thinking about this operation? So that जनरली ये ऑपरेशंस क्यों यूज किया जाता है, टू मेक और टू रिड्यूस द एलिमेंट, टू रिड्यूस द नंबर ऑफ एलिमेंट्स. ओके, तो ये एलिमेंट्स को छोटा करने के लिए ही ये सब ऑपरेशन यूज किया जाता है. अभी देखो पहले था यहाँ पे x इंटू एक्स प्लस 1. नाउ आफ्टर यूजिंग दिस ऑपरेशन नाउ इट इज ट्वाइस x ओनली. x माइनस 1 इंटू एक्स प्लस 1, इसमें ऑपरेशन यूज करने के बाद मुझे मिला 3x इंटू एक्स माइनस 1. ओके, सो what is the advantage of using this type of operations? Now see, if you have idea about those properties of determinants, direct you can tell me the answer of this question. There is one property, if any two rows or any two columns of a determinant are identical, then the value of the determinant is 0. If any two rows or any two columns of a determinant are identical, then the value of the determinant is 0. So here you can check C1 and C3, the corresponding elements C1 and C3, same, identical. Again twice x, 3x into x minus 1. Here also 3x into x minus 1. So what can we say from here? We can say that this is equal to 0. What is the reason behind it? Since C3 is equal to C1, or you can write C1 is equal to C3. If any two rows or any two columns of a determinant are identical, means same. अगर दो रो या दो कॉलम का एलिमेंट्स, करस्पॉन्डिंग एलिमेंट्स अगर आइडेंटिकल हुआ तो मतलब सेम हुआ तो then without expansion we can write 0. This is the advantage of using this type of operations. So after using this operation direct we can use the properties of determinants. So this is equal to 0. Now since the value of f of x is 0, मैं बोला था पहले, since the function is given in the form of a determinant, try to find the value of f of x. So this is the value of f of x. So what's the value of f of x? F of x is 0. Now if f of x is 0, then what will be the value of f of 2021? The value of f of 2021 is also 0 only, because f of x में तो कोई variable ही नहीं है जो value मिला, it is 0 only. तो f of 2021 is also 0. इसीलिए मैं बोला था कि 2021 के जगह में 2020 भी दे सकता है, 2050 भी दे सकता है, 1920 भी दे सकता है, 1990 भी दे सकता है. So first of all try to find the value of f of x. So by using some column or row operation you can find the value of f of x if f of x is given in the form of a determinant. Okay, so this is the value of f of x, which is 0. So similarly therefore the value of f of 2021 will be also 0 only. So which option is the correct answer? First option. Yes, first option is the correct answer. So this is the solution of the first question. So just you have to think about the operations. कौन सा ऑपरेशन यूज करने से कुछ हम लोगों को बेनिफिट हो सकता है, फायदा हो सकता है, तो इसीलिए मैं ये ऑपरेशन के बारे में सोचा. C3 implies C3 minus C2 करने से मुझे क्या मिला? C1 और C3 का corresponding elements same मिला, identical. So that's why without expansion we can write 0. Okay. So now see the next question. The next question is, if f of x is equal to, here also the function is given in the form of a determinant, but ये determinant के अंदर जो elements हैं, some trigonometric ratios are also there, right? Cos x, ठीक है? So f of x is given in the form of a determinant, then you have to find f dash of x. और एक दूसरा मॉडल का क्वेश्चन है, ठीक है? You have to find df by dx actually. So df by dx can be written as f dash of x also. So f dash of x at x is equal to pi by 2. You have to find the value of f dash of x at x is equal to pi by 2. तो at x equal to pi by 2 के लिए पहले तो f dash of x का वैल्यू चाहिए ना. If you don't know the value of f dash of x, then how can you find the value of f dash of x at x equal to pi by 2? What is the meaning of this line? F dash of x at pi by 2 means you have to find the value of f dash of pi by 2. ये भी लिख सकते हैं हम लोग. Meaning is same only. Okay? F dash of x at x equal to pi by 2, it can be written as f dash of pi by 2 also. So which means you have to find the value of f dash of pi by 2. But before that, you have to find the value of f dash of x. मतलब ये function जो है, ये function से इसका derivative निकालना है. So normally, if one function will be given to us, then we can easily find out the derivative. But here the function is given in the form of a determinant. तो determinant में differentiation कैसे करना है, इसका रूल देखना है. अगर determinant दिया हुआ है तो determinant को differentiate कैसे करना है. Now see, how many rows and columns are there? 3 horizontal lines, which means 3 rows are there. 3 vertical lines, which means 3 columns are there. Yes. So to differentiate any determinant, see the procedure. Differentiate the first row by keeping constant second and third one. Differentiate the first row by keeping constant second and third one. So if you differentiate the first row, what is the first element of the first row? 2 cos x. So the differentiation of 2 cos x is minus 2 sin x. Okay. Differentiation of 1 is 0. Differentiation of 0 is also 0. What about the second row? It will remain same. X minus pi by 2, 2 cos x, 1, 0, 1, 2 cos x. Okay. Plus, अभी तक खत्म नहीं हुआ. Plus, now you have to differentiate the second row by keeping constant first and third. So first row remains unchanged. मतलब क्वेश्चन में जो दिया गया है वही लिखना है. 2 cos x, 1, 0. Now you have to differentiate the second row. ddx of x minus pi by 2 is 1. ddx of 2 cos x is minus 2 sin x. ddx of 1 is 0. Then third row remains unchanged. 0, 1, 2 cos x. Plus, since there are 3 horizontal lines, means you have to differentiate 3 times. If there are 2 horizontal lines, you have to differentiate 2 times. Depending upon the number of horizontal lines, you have to differentiate in case of determinant. Okay. So in the third part, now you have to differentiate the third row by keeping constant first and second. Okay. Differentiate the third row. Differentiation of 0 is 0. Differentiation of 1 is 0. Differentiation of 2 cos x is minus 2 sin x. What about the other 2 rows? It will remain unchanged. That is 2 cos x, 1, 0, x minus pi by 2, 2 cos x, 1. Okay, like this you have to differentiate any determinant. So this is the procedure actually. Okay, if there are 3 horizontal lines, means you have to differentiate 3 times, but not at a time. First you differentiate the first row by keeping constant second and third. Plus differentiate the second row by keeping constant first and third. Plus differentiate the third row by keeping constant first and second. Okay. So after this, now see, now just normal expansion only. So expand this determinant. The first element of this determinant is minus 2 sin x. So write minus 2 sin x. Now delete the position of minus 2 sin x. 2 cos x into 2 cos x is 4 cos square x minus 1. The other 2 elements are 0, so leave it. Plus, now expand the second determinant. So if we expand the second determinant, the first element is 2 cos x. Write 2 cos x. Now delete the position of 2 cos x. It will be minus 4 sin x into cos x. Minus 1 into, now delete the position of 1. 1 into 2 cos x is 2 cos x. plus third element is 0, so leave this part. Now differentiate the third determinant. The first element of the third determinant is 2 cos x. Write 2 cos x. Now delete the position of 2 cos x. This will be then minus 4 sin x into cos x. Sin x into cos x. Minus 1 into, now delete the position of this 1. If I delete the position of 1, this will be x minus pi by 2, x minus pi by 2 into minus 2 sin x. X minus pi by 2 into minus 2 sin x. And this one will be 0 into 1, that is 0 only. Since the third element is 0, so leave that part. Okay, this is normal expansion only. You know how to expand. Okay, जिसमें 0 है उसको मैं यूज नहीं किया क्योंकि 0 into anything is 0 only. Okay, so after expansion, now directly we can find the value of f dash of pi by 2. Actually this one is f dash of x, this is f dash of x. Okay, expand करने के बाद मुझे जो result मिला, that is f dash of x. Now we can find f dash of pi by 2. You have to find f dash of pi by 2 only. F dash of x at x equal to pi by 2 means you have to find the value of f dash of pi by 2. So f dash of pi by 2 means just you replace x by pi by 2. Wherever x is there, just you replace that part is equal to pi by 2. So here, if I put here pi by 2, if I replace this x by pi by 2, the value of cos 90 is, we know the value of cos 0 is 1, then cos 90 is 0. So 0 minus 1 is minus 1. Minus 1 into 2 sin x, minus 2 sin x, that is equal to 2 sin pi by 2. Okay, here if I put 0, the value of cos 0 is 0, cos 90 is 0, so that means ये पूरा delete हो जाएगा. Here also if I put 0, it will cancel. Here also if I put pi by 2, ये भी कैंसिल हो जाएगा. अभी यहाँ पे पाई बाई 2 पुट करने से पाई बाई 2 माइनस पाई बाई 2 इज 0, ये भी एलिमिनेट हो जाएगा. तो अल्टीमेटली जाके सिर्फ फर्स्ट टर्म ही रहेगा, राइट. अल्टीमेटली जाके सिर्फ फर्स्ट टर्म ही बचा रहेगा. बाकी सब में cos 90 है, cos x है, cos x है, cos x है, तो सब एलिमिनेट हो जाएगा. बिकॉज वी नो द वैल्यू ऑफ cos 90 इज 0. Okay, so what's the value of sin 90? Sin 90 is 1. So since sin 90 is 1, so the final answer is 2 only. So first option is the correct answer. Okay, it is simple only, but it is another new method, new model question. मतलब अगर फंक्शन डिटर्मिनेंट फॉर्म में है तो उसका डिफरेंशिएशन कैसे निकालना है. तो डिफरेंशिएशन कैसे निकालना है, सिंस देयर आर 3 हॉरिजॉन्टल लाइंस मींस यू हैव टू डिफरेंशिएट 3 टाइप्स. हाउ? Differentiate the first row by keeping constant second and third, plus differentiate the second row by keeping constant first and second, plus differentiate the third row by keeping constant first and second. Okay, after that you just expand it. After expansion only you just put x equal to pi by 2. If here pi by 2 is given, then put pi by 2. If here 0 is given, then put 0. If here 45 degree और 60 degree जो भी दिया रहेगा x का वैल्यू, मतलब एंगल जो भी दिया रहेगा, after expansion only you can put. Okay, so in this way you can solve determinant को कैसे differentiate किया जाता है. Okay, many questions are there, I will discuss now. So take the next question. That is question number 3. If f of x is equal to, here also one function is given in the form of a determinant. F of x is equal to one function in the form of a determinant. Then the maximum value of f of x. You have to find now the maximum value of this function. अभी यहाँ पे देखना है कि ये function में जो elements है, these elements are trigonometric functions, right? Sin x है, cos x है. लेकिन एक फंक्शन के अंदर अगर साइन कॉस दोनों ट्रिगोनोमेट्रिक फंक्शन ही होगा तो ट्राई टू एक्सप्रेस आइदर इन द फॉर्म ऑफ ए साइन और इन द फॉर्म ऑफ ए कॉस. अगर एक ही फंक्शन में साइन कॉस दोनों ही रहेगा तो दोनों का एक साथ मैक्सिमम वैल्यू कैसे निकालूंगा? इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल. सो व्हाट यू हैव टू डू, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू हैव टू अप्लाई सम ऑपरेशंस टू एक्सप्रेस द डिटर्मिनेंट आइदर इन द फॉर्म ऑफ साइन x और इन द फॉर्म ऑफ ए cos x. मतलब डिटर्मिनेंट के अंदर जो एलिमेंट्स है उसको आइदर सब एलिमेंट्स को साइन में एक्सप्रेस करना है, नहीं तो सब एलिमेंट्स को कॉस में एक्सप्रेस करना पड़ेगा. देन ओनली वी कैन फाइंड द मैक्सिमम और मिनिमम वैल्यू ऑफ दैट फंक्शन. If a function contains both sine and cos, it is difficult to find both maximum and minimum value. So what you have to do, first of all, you have to express the function either in the form of a sin x or in the form of a cos x. Okay, so let's see how can we express this one. For this you have to use some operations, right? Solution number 3. So f of x is equal to, at first if I use this operation, say c1 implies c1 plus c2. अगर मैं ये ऑपरेशन यूज करूंगा तो मतलब c1 चेंज होगा सिर्फ. तो फिर पहले मैं क्या करूंगा, c2 और c3 का एलिमेंट्स लिख लेता हूं. cos स्क्वायर x, 1 प्लस cos स्क्वायर x, अगेन cos स्क्वायर x. थर्ड एलिमेंट, थर्ड कॉलम, 4 sin twice x, 4 sin twice x, 1 plus 4 sin twice x. Okay. Now what about the first column? C1 equal to क्या लिखा? C1 implies C1 plus C2. C1 plus C2. Sin square x plus cos square x is 1. 1 plus 1. So the first element is 2. Again C1 plus C2. C1 plus C2 करने से क्या होगा? Again 2. C1 plus C2. That is 1. Yes. So if I use this operation, C1 implies C1 plus C2. We are getting 2, 2, 1 in the first column. Okay. After this, now see what you have to do. Now if I use this operation, say R2 implies R2 minus R1 and R3 implies R3 minus R1. Now see what will happen. I am using now at a time two operations, two row operations. Okay, R2 implies R2 minus R1 and R3 implies R3 minus R1. तो इसका मतलब है कि first row remains unchanged. So first of all you write down the first row. 2 cos square x, 4 sin twice x. This is the first row. Now R2 implies R2 minus R1. R2 minus R1, it will be 0. R2 minus R1, it will be 1. R2 minus R1, 4 sin twice x minus 4 sin twice x, it will be 0 again. Now R3 implies R3 minus R1. R3 minus R1, 1 minus 2, that is minus 1. This one will be 0. R3 minus R1, तो R3 minus R1 करने से सिर्फ 1 रहेगा. Okay, so try to reduce the elements. If you will try to reduce the element, automatic ये जो function है either sin में convert हो जाएगा, नहीं तो cos में convert होगा. And you have to convert, because if a function contains both sin and cos, then it is difficult to find the maximum and minimum value from that particular function. Okay, so that's why you have to convert the function either in sin or in cos. So for this you have to think about some operations like row or column operations. So here I have used in the first step column operation, that is C1 implies C1 plus C2. After applying this operation I got 2, 2, 1 in the first column. Now in the next step I used these two operations, that is called row operations. R2 implies R2 minus R1 and R3 implies R3 minus R1. करने से मुझे ये मिला. Now what we can do? Just expand it now. Expand it along first row or first column. If I expand it along first column, the first element of the first column is 2. Delete the position of 2. 1 into 1 is 1. 1 minus 0. So that is 2 into 1. The next element is 0. So leave this one. Next element is minus 1. I am expanding along first column. Okay. So next element is minus 1. Delete the position of minus 1. If I delete the position of minus 1, cos square x into 0, it is 0. Minus 4 sin twice x. Okay, so this is equal to now 2 minus minus plus 2 plus 4 sin twice x. This is f of x. Now you can check the function. The whole function now it is in the form of sin x. मतलब ये function में सिर्फ अभी trigonometric ratio क्या है? Sin. मैं वो ही बोला था. In order to find the maximum or minimum value from this type of function, first of all you have to check whether the function contains only one trigonometric ratio or many trigonometric ratio. If it contains more than one trigonometric ratio, then try to remove, express either in the form of sine or cos, जो भी है, ठीक है. So in this way you can convert like row or column operation use करने के बाद. So now I got f of x is equal to 2 plus 4 sin x. Now since f of x is equal to 2 plus 4 sin x, we know the maximum value of sin x is 1. And if the maximum value of sin x is 1, then means we can say that the maximum value of sin twice x is also 1. Yes? तो लेकिन मुझे तो सिर्फ sin x का maximum value नहीं पूछा. You have to find the maximum value of the whole function f of x. Not only the maximum value of sin x, ये तो सबको पता है, maximum value of sin x is +1, minimum value is -1. In case of cos x also, the maximum value is +1, minimum value is -1, right? But you have to find here the maximum value of the whole function. So if the maximum value of sin twice x is 1, then the maximum value of f of x तो फिर क्या होगा? 2 plus 4 into 1, which means the maximum value is 6. Third option is the correct answer. Okay, you have to determine the maximum value of the whole function. So the maximum value of the whole function is 6. Okay, like this you have to solve this type of question. So today I have explained 3 different models question. Till now I have explained 3 questions and all 3 are different models. Okay, now the next question, question number 4. क्वेश्चन नंबर 4 में क्या दिया गया, इसमें सब लॉगरिथमिक फंक्शन है, दैट इज ये डिटरमिनेंट का वैल्यू फाइंड आउट करना है, ठीक है. क्वेश्चन इज यू हैव टू डिटरमाइन द वैल्यू ऑफ दिस डिटरमिनेंट. ऑप्शंस आर गिवन log of x y z 1 0 एंड नन ऑफ दिस. तो ये इसको कैसे सिंप्लीफाई किया जा सकता है, देखो. इफ यू हैव सम आइडिया अबाउट प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ लॉगरिथम्स, देन यू कैन इजीली सॉल्व दिस क्वेश्चन. नाउ सी the first element of this determinant is 1. लेकिन ये बाकी जो 2 एलिमेंट्स है फर्स्ट रो में, उसका बेस सेम है. बेस दोनों में ही x है, yes or not? तो बेस अगर दोनों में x है तो can I replace this one by log x base x? Yes, we know logarithm of a number with respect to the same base is always equal to 1. Logarithm of a number with respect to the same base is always equal to 1. So we can replace like this also. The thing is that since the other two terms, the base of the other two terms are also x. So this one, then write log y base x, log z base x. Second row का फर्स्ट एलिमेंट है log x base y और थर्ड एलिमेंट भी है log z base y. मतलब अभी सेकेंड रो में जो बेस है y है. So which means now we can replace this one by log y base y. Yes or not? We can replace this one by log y base y. मतलब जो कांस्टेंट है 1 उसको भी लॉगरिथमिक फॉर्म में एक्सप्रेस करने से तो फिर सिंप्लीफाई करने में इजी होगा. ओके, नाउ चेक द थर्ड रो. The first element of the third row is x base z. Second element is y base z. Then how can you replace this one? We can replace this one by log z base z. Yes or not? Yes. Now we know log x base x can be written as log x by log x. Similarly, log y base x can be written as log y by log x. Log z base x can be written as log z by log x. See, in the same way you have to write the other two rows also. It can be written as log x by log y. This is log y by log y. This is log z by log y. This one log x by log z. This one log y by log z, and the last element is log z by log z. Okay, we can write in this way also. Now after this, what you have to do? Now see, can I take 1 by log x common from the first row? Yes, we can take 1 by log x common from the first row. Similarly, we can take 1 by log y common from the second row. In the same way, we can take 1 by log z common from the third row also. So now take common. Take common 1 by log x from the first row. 1 by log x from the first row. If I take 1 by log x common, then what will be the first row? Log x, log y, log z. Similarly, if I take 1 by log y common from the second row, this will be then log x, log y, log z. If I take 1 by log z common, then also it will be log x, log y, log z. Yes, log x, log y, log z. So I have taken common 1 by log x from R1, 1 by log y from R2, and 1 by log z from R3. Yes, that's why I have written outside this part. Now, again, we know one property. If any two rows or any two columns of a determinant are identical, दो रो या दो column अगर same होगा तो the value of the determinant is 0. Log x, log y, log z. Log x, log y, log z. Clearly we can say that R1 equal to R2, और नहीं तो R2 equal to R3, or we can say R1 equal to R3. मतलब यहाँ पे तो सब elements ही same है. So that means direct, without expansion, direct we can write 0. So third option is the correct answer. Okay, in this way you have to solve this type of question. यहाँ पे ये तीन डायगोनल एलिमेंट्स को छोड़ के बाकी सब एलिमेंट्स लॉगरिथमिक फॉर्म में है, तो इसीलिए क्या किया कि ये 1 को भी लॉगरिथमिक फॉर्म में एक्सप्रेस किया. वो जैसे तैसे एक्सप्रेस करने से नहीं होगा, डिपेंड करता है कि फर्स्ट रो में जो बेस है, बाकी एलिमेंट्स का बेस क्या है. अगर सेम है तो देन देयर इज नो प्रॉब्लम, यू कैन इजीली रिप्लेस दिस वन. सो सिंस the base of the other two elements are x, so that's why we can replace the first one by log x base x. Second one we can replace by log y base y. In the same way, the third one can be replaced by log z base z. Okay, after that you know this property. Take 1 by log x common, 1 by log y common, and 1 by log z common from first, second and third row. And after taking common, then you can check this, the corresponding elements are equal, so that's why without expansion we can write 0. So third option is the correct answer. Okay, next question I will discuss. So let us discuss the next question. That is question number 5. If the system of equations, there are three equations, linear equations, has a non-trivial solution. If the system of equations has a non-trivial solution, we all know that non-trivial, पहले भी बताया था, non-trivial means determinant is equal to 0. It is just like singular. Trivial means determinant is not equal to 0, just like non-singular. Okay, so since the system of linear equations has non-trivial solutions, then what is the value of this expression? Okay, तो ये expression का value find out करने के लिए पहले non-trivial solution का condition use करना है. Non-trivial means determinant is equal to 0. So first equation का coefficients क्या है x y z का? a 1 1, then 1 b 1 1 1 c, which is equal to 0. Now normal expansion, expand it. After expansion you will get some expression. By using that expression only you can find the value of the given expression. Okay, so the first element is a, write down a, delete the position, it will be then bc minus 1 into, delete the position of 1, c minus 1, next element is 1, delete the position of this one, 1 minus b, which is equal to 0. So abc minus a minus c plus 1 minus b is equal to 0, or we can write abc, this is equal to 2 1 plus 1, that is minus 2 plus a plus b plus c. यस -2 प्लस a प्लस b प्लस c। ओके, तो एक्सपांड करने के बाद ये एक्सप्रेशन मुझे मिला। नाउ यू हैव टू फाइंड द वैल्यू ऑफ दिस एक्सप्रेशन। नाउ देयरफॉर 1/1 माइनस a प्लस 1/1 माइनस b प्लस 1/1 माइनस c which is equal to, take LCM, 1 minus a 1 minus b into 1 minus c. What about the numerator? It will be 1 minus b into 1 minus c plus 1 minus a into 1 minus c plus 1 minus a into 1 minus b. Yes, this is equal to, expand both numerator and denominator. So if I expand the numerator, this will be, ठीक से expand करना है, 1 minus c minus b minus c minus b plus bc, again plus 1 minus c minus a plus ac plus 1 minus b minus a plus ab. What about the denominator? You have to expand the denominator also. 1 minus a into 1 minus b, that is 1 minus b minus a plus ab whole into 1 minus c. 1 plus 1 plus 1, that is 3 bc ca ab, that is plus ab plus bc plus ac. If I take minus common, minus c 2c, that means if I take 2 common, this will be, I think, a plus b plus c divided by, expand again the denominator, 1 into 1, that is 1 minus c minus b plus b into c minus a plus ac plus ab minus abc. Okay, so no need to change the numerator, write as it is, that is 3ab plus bc plus ac minus 2 into a plus b plus c. Don't change the numerator. Now here 1 bc plus ac, so 1 plus ab plus bc plus ac minus, if I take minus common, it will be minus of a plus b plus c. Put the value of abc. So we know the value of abc, which is minus 2 plus a plus b plus c. So यहाँ पे अगर पुट करूंगा तो ये हो जाएगा plus 2 minus of a plus b plus c. Just you have to put the value of this abc. Okay, so this is equal to 3 plus ab plus bc plus ac minus 2 into a plus b plus c, whole thing divided by 2 plus 1, that is 3, 2 plus 1, that is 3, plus ab plus bc plus ac minus of a plus b plus c, minus of a plus b plus c is minus 2a plus b plus c. So this is equal to 1. Question is easy only, but the thing is that you should know how to simplify. Okay, so we all know that if the system of linear equations has a non-trivial solution, then the determinant is equal to 0. So इसको expand करने के बाद एक relation मुझे मिला, that is ABC is equal to minus 2 plus a plus b plus c. By using this relation, we can find the value of this expression. तो ये expression में क्या किया गया है? नॉर्मली सिंप्लीफिकेशन, एलसीएम ले लिया, फिर एक्सपांड किया न्यूमरेटर और डिनोमिनेटर को. आफ्टर दैट इन द डिनोमिनेटर you have to put the value of ABC. So after putting the value of ABC, you can check everything will be cancelled. So the answer is 1. So first option is the correct answer. ठीक है, ऐसा क्वेश्चन एक बार जेईई मेंस में आया था. So you have to check this type of questions. Okay. So these are all about the objective purpose of matrices and determinants. So you have to practice. Almost I have explained all types of questions. So the thing is that you have to practice now different models questions. Okay. So thank you for today.